Hi, friends. Welcome to tonight's reading. And you see, Murphy is over here. He's going to wave to you. See, Murphy's on my lap right now. He doesn't usually hop on my lap for lives, but he's sitting on my lap right now. And I'm so glad to see you tonight. I'm excited to move my readings to the evenings. Just has a good feel to it. So Murphy, honey, you're gonna have to go off my lap right now. I need my hands. I know you're a good boy. Yes. Okay. Here, let's have Murphy hop down. Okay, so welcome, guys. So tonight we are going to be looking at the secret. What is the secret that Source has for you? And there's kind of good news, bad news situation going on about it, because the fact is that our secrets are hiding in our problems. Our secrets are hiding in our challenges because there are always opportunities to grow. Now, there's three ways that you can, well, four ways you can participate in the readings tonight. Because I'm going to be doing readings for the collective for many of us that have the same issues around love and career, money, and family. You may also want to receive a yes no question. You know, we've used our divining sticks before. They're so fun. You register for a yes no reading, and I will draw a stick from this box for you that will give you your yes no answer. You may also order a one card reading or a three-card reading. All of that information is available for you at manifestfaster.com. So be sure to click the link that is in the chat box, and I am happy to read a card for you, whatever you wish. Your wish is my command tonight. So let me take a sip of my water. And what I want to do is jump right in with our first card of the evening and just kind of see what the feel is. What's kind of our theme? What does Spirit want for us to know tonight? So, I wanted to share what the deck is. We're using the Psychic Tarot for the Heart by John Holland. Really one of my favorite decks because the illustrations are really helpful in trying to understand what it is that Spirit wants us to learn during our times of trial and how a secret can be hidden in the most bizarre place. So, yes, thank you so much. My team from Hipsy is here to facilitate. I'm grateful for that. And I will be adding the link into the chat box here just to make it super easy for y'all. You can tell I've been living in Tennessee for a while with my y'all. So there's the link. Click the link, order your reading, and I'm here for you. So let's take a peek tonight at this beautiful Tarot of the Heart deck and select a card that would be kind of a theme for what it is that we're going after. What is the secret that's right in front of our nose? Right under our nose, there's a secret. I'm going to tell you what that is shortly. But let's see what we have. And we have detach. Take a breath. Ah, this is so interesting, isn't it? Because if you look at this card, the number 11, which is a master number, you could Google the spiritual meaning of 11 and it will give you an added dimension. But the shadow of this figure is made of light. And I love how Spirit is already helping me to understand the theme of tonight's readings. Because when we have to let go of something, it's not easy. Whether it's a person who's moved away, someone who's passed away, or someone has put you into no contact so that you cannot contact them. You want to, but they've asked for distance. It can feel like a deep shadow is on your life because of that. But Spirit says, no, no, no. There's an actual opportunity here, and there is light behind you. Hi, Janice. Welcome. This card is all about something that I call peaceful indifference. I began to be a treasure hunter for good things in bad times many years ago. But what I've learned lately in this last couple of years is that when I can freely let go of something and not cling to it, I can learn this wonderful skill called peaceful indifference. And the key to that is trust. It's so hard to trust, isn't it? Especially if you are unwillingly disconnected from something that is important to you. This could be when you have a situation where you lose your job, right? This could also be a time where a storm might have hit in your area, a hurricane, a flood, a fire, where you had shocking loss. But the promise of this, that spirit has our back no matter what and can bring light to the shadows, is really striking me. I look at her face and she's not happy, is she? But she has a sense of, what's the word I would say, like resoluteness. She's resolute. She wants to learn what there is to learn. And as she releases, the secret will be revealed. So let me draw a couple of tarot cards here and see what else is the message. What's the secret of the shadow that's made out? Sorry for that little bit of a delay, everyone. Let's take a peek at the tarot cards here and use the tarot for clarity. If you're somebody who needed to say goodbye before you were ready, or you're somebody who has had to detach yourself from something important to you, these tarot cards will help us understand what that is. So our first card is, oopsie, the Hanged Man. I saw the figure upside down and I switched it. The Hanged Man. You can get really stuck, can't you? When you're in a grieving position, you're really missing something and you can't see the good in it. You can get all wrapped up and it can feel like you're hanging upside down. And we have the King of Wands, a lot of confidence in the King of Wands. And we have the Seven of Cups. So, what we're seeing here is this: when you have to say goodbye to someone, you've already said goodbye to someone, you're still, it's sticky, you're still wanting to cling to the person or to cling to what used to be. It can leave you very disconcerted. There's a word called discombobulated that I like, where it's like nothing makes sense. A cool thing to do is, sounds kind of silly, but it's fun, is lay down on your bed, on your back, and let your head hang off the edge of the bed so that you have an upside down view of your room. What happens is that it wakes you up to the visual of seeing everything upside down. Sometimes it makes people dizzy, but we do this to ourselves when we stop the process, when we don't allow ourselves to completely detach from what once was. We can freeze ourselves, and it's like the world is topsy turvy. The King of Wands is the master of manifesting, great authority, a fiery energy. And this card is here tonight to encourage you to do the work you need to do. The secret for you is, just as I was supposing when I was getting ready for the reading, that the secret lies in the suffering that you're going through. The secret lies in the very problem. And also, when I said that the secret is right under your nose, what I meant by that is that your mouth is where all the magic happens. How you talk about what's going on will create shadow or light. This card, the Seven of Cups, there's choices. We are always faced with choices when we're going through a difficult thing. And none of these cups, none of these cups are necessarily bad news. They're all quite different. The importance of making that choice and choose, what can you let go of right now? What can you release into the hands of the divine? This is the truth of the secret here. And I believe that, hi, Renata, I believe that as we go through the cards tonight, you're going to have a few tips and you're also going to have relief that the shadow that you're thinking is haunting you is an opportunity to be flooded with light. So thank you, Spirit, for this very first message. And again, if you would like to order a reading, I have three items available on the menu, and all you have to do is click the Manifest Faster um, link, and you can ask a question of me. So Janice is here. Janice, welcome again. Thank you. I see that you have ordered a reading. So let's see wait, me, I have to check on my screen here. Very good. Thank you so much for ordering. Hey, Delilah, welcome, my friend. I am glad you're here. Okay. Will I get a client like we talked about yesterday? I love you, girl. Well, I love you too. So, Janice, will you be exposed to the upgraded clients that you heard about yesterday? And I would say that's a very good question. Is there a plan to bring you clients that you could only dream of, right? So let's take a peek. We're going to dig our stick out of here. I'm fine, Delilah. You're welcome to register for a free yes or no reading by following the link and take a look at the other readings that are offered this evening. And we'll see if they are a good fit for you. Okay, so Janice, you are getting a no on this one. And remember that when we get a no, most often it's because the timing is off. There are other things going on that need to fall into place before this happens. Let's read the wisdom. No, long awaited events flow into your life like a warm, murmuring stream of cleansing water. It envelops you in a captivating sense of grandiose possibilities and significant changes. You don't allow life to happen to you, you allow life to happen for you. So that's an interesting no because it sounds really positive, doesn't it? Let's flip over and see what it says when it comes to the how and the when. Strange vibrations enter your life, but not without clarity. Since disruptions lead to innovation, you are charged with unprecedented energy. In 2 to 3 months, you are filled with an uncompromising desire to successfully implement every single one of your plans. This is what I felt for you. I feel like the timing is slightly off. And when we discussed this yesterday, there's some things that you want to arrange about your life. I know you're still bringing some things into order. And so I would say that this is a good time to shelve this desire, accept the process that's going on. And when people talk to me about manifesting, like, should I manifest for this? Well, this would say certainly write down your intention and write down what it is that you're wanting, the type of client that you're wanting. And then I would fold the paper and I would tuck it into a book. I know you probably have a manifesting book or two in your life. So that's what I would suggest. This message of being able to release the timing to the hands of the divine. Absolutely. Because sometimes, isn't it true that we can set ourselves up for disappointment if we try to jump ahead of what spirit has for us? Rather than trusting the process. I know we've been working together. Janice, I'm so lucky to have her as a client. You guys, she's the best. But what we're learning is that preparing yourself for the inevitability of success is what's truly important. And so the secret that Source wants you to know is that your secret is within how you talk about the future client. So, an affirmation that you could add on might be, even though I don't know how, my exact right clients are finding me now. Even though I don't know how, I am completely open about how my clients find me right now. Okay, keep an open heart. Don't pressure the divine. It reminds me of like when you have a flower bud and you try to open the flower bud by peeling it open, it always destroys what could have been. Okay, my friend? All right, so let me just post in here. Yes, exactly. That's a beautiful affirmation. I love it because so many times you'll get a surprise from the universe that isn't even what you're asking for. For example, when I was given a free cruise, when I got that free cruise, I was shocked. I didn't even ask for it. I didn't put it on a vision board. Somebody wanted me to travel with their mom, and they picked me. What a lucky, lucky girl I have been in my life. And do I want to manifest some certain particular things? Absolutely. And I keep those in my heart. But what I find is that when I'm open to whatever the divine wants to bring me that heart contentment, I am open and available. So I just put the link in there again. Wait, let me put the link into the chat. If you'd like to order a free reading, please do click the link and I will be able to pull a card or a stick for you, and if you'd like me to read cards for you, there are a couple of options that you can order in there. So let's go on with the collective. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you're new here, I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we're all about breaking the patterns that are holding us back. So, if the universe had a secret for you, what would it be? Hold in your mind what it is that you're wanting to manifest. What's frustrating you? What are you eager for? And let's see if this card brings the secret that Spirit has for you at this time. Wow, this goes along beautifully with that last stick that Janice had. So, Janice and Renata, pull this energy in. Delilah, pull this energy in because there is something happening behind the scenes that you're not realizing. Okay, look at the skirt on this figure. It's a tree, and the roots have gotten quite deep. The branches of the tree are going all the way up to her heart. This to me is the secret of your waiting time. As you are waiting for the results you're having, the secret is being grateful in advance. There is so much power in learning how to be grateful in advance for what you're waiting for. For example, you might be waiting to meet the love of your life. You may be single so long and you're lonely. You could be waiting for a promotion at work and you're like, when are they going to step up to the plate and honor you in that way? Right. And meanwhile, what are you supposed to do? How do you manage your impatience? So take a breath. And one more. How can you put down roots right now when you don't have what you're wanting? The easiest way for me that I enjoy is simply walking around my house, taking a look at some very common objects, and expressing appreciation for them. I appreciate this lamp that is lighting up the readings tonight. I appreciate the cards and the artist who drew the images. I appreciate Murphy, who is quietly and patiently waiting in the background. I appreciate this cloth that's covering my table. If you walk around the house, no kidding, and in every room find two or three things that you appreciate, you're going to be lifting your spirits and deepening your roots. Even, you know what strikes me right now? Even to have an operational toilet. There's a lot of people on this planet who don't. And yet we take things like that for granted. I learned some of this from Louise Hay because she has a wonderful morning meditation where she thanks the divine for the most common objects. This is your key. The secret in the waiting is to sink your roots deep into appreciating what you have right now. Janice, when I think of your situation with your clients, and I know you well, to know you do deeply appreciate your current clients. So the challenge is, can you appreciate your new clients before you even meet them? This is something you can easily affirm. I am eager and excited to meet my new clients. I am so excited that the clients who are perfect for me are finding their way to me right now. I'm grateful for the referrals that I have been given, and I'm grateful for the my marketing plan and how fun it is to share what I do with my world. Okay? All right, moving forward, what is your secret from spirit? What is it that spirit wants you to know that you might not be aware of? This time I'm going to demonstrate how the tarot can support what it is that you're looking for. Again, to receive the reading in the collective energy, hold in your mind the thing that's most troubling you right now, because the secret is always lying in the challenge. What are you challenged with right now? Let's take a look. What is the wisdom here? And we have the throat chakra. Okay, I'm so glad I'm going to draw cards to help clarify this, because the throat chakra is all about speaking your truth. And the first person that we need to speak our truth to is ourself. And one of the things I said about your secret is right under your nose, that's because your mouth is right under your nose. And so many times we need to figure out a more healthy and holistic way to talk about ourselves, our self, our self concept, and what it is we believe about ourselves. So let's see here. So Delilah, Renata I see has registered. Hey, Renata, awesome. And then Delilah, um, did you, when you go to the link, that's where you write out your question. Okay. So if it's click the link again, and it should give you um, an opportunity to write your request. Oh, you did. Okay. All right. Very good. So I am happy to pull a card for you. Did you want to have a yes no question to Lila? Sometimes my system is a little glitchy, and I always appreciate y'all for being so patient with me. Okay, so let's finish up this demo reading here. If you're watching and you're okay, excellent. If you're watching and you have not, you have a challenge, we are going to look at how better using the throat chakra, you speaking your truth will open doors for you. And we have the Eight of Cups, and our last card is the Tower. So, yes, so this challenge that you're going through, my friend, this challenge has got you on your last nerve. There's been a lot of upheaval, and things are changing around you so quickly. And I'm sensing that you're a little anxious about speaking your truth, as if that might make the situation worse. And I want to say that at this point, with this Two of Pentacles here, this Two of Pentacles is all about juggling, trying to keep your balance in a difficult situation. Okay. There are choices to be made, and this is in the suit of the Pentacles, which is about your money. So it's important that you don't compromise yourself. If you are in a challenge at work, you don't want to compromise who you are by not speaking up for yourself. If you need to say something, it's important that you do it. If it's something going on that doesn't feel right to you, take a deep breath and with kindness and love, speak your truth. This Eight of Cups indicates there's something you need to walk away from. And so you may be in a cycle where your working environment is just not bringing you the contentment or the pleasure or even enough financial gain to be truly to your best. You may be intimidated by someone and you just feel you can't speak your truth. And this is an important issue to get over. What I would suggest is that you use the affirmation, even though I'm not sure how I'm going to speak my truth right now. If you have a good friend, a family member, somebody who could brainstorm with you so that you can make a plan. Because if you've never spoken up about things that have troubled you, then it's going to be challenging to do that, to open the box and speak your truth. But the secret is there is great opportunity here for you. The tower shows that things are all topsy-turvy. I keep using that word. I'm using it too much, but when there comes something in your environment that shakes you deeply, that's our opportunity to grow. Okay. So if you need to turn away from something, you may be being asked to turn away from silence because you have put up with something a long time that needs to be adjusted. Okay, my friend. If this resonates with you, I would love to hear from you. Pop into the readings here. Go ahead and use the link at Manifest Faster and .com. I will put it back in there. And let me see here. There, all you need to do is click on that link. And let's see, I don't want to take a chance on messing my screen up here. So moving forward, Renata, you are next. And Delilah, may I ask you a favor? Could you please register for your reading one more time so that I can make sure that my systems, I don't want to miss you, okay? So go ahead and use the button one more time for me, would you? I appreciate that. Okay, would taking video editing classes be beneficial to your career path? Okay. I have an opinion on that, Renata. Not that, I mean, we can talk about that. However, we do want to allow for the sticks to speak. Is this the best use of spare time right now to increasing your career? Taking video editing classes. Okay. Okay, oops, it's upside down. And we say yes. Joy, success, happiness, and fateful changes are rushing toward you. My feeling on it was that it's a solid yes, because anytime that you can add a skill to what you're already good at, you just get noticed. When you have a side light skill like that, you're going to get noticed more so than someone who does it. But that's just Catherine speaking. Let's go on to read the stick. It removes all barriers and obstacles that are in your way. You successfully promote your ideas while enjoying a sense of self realization and a revival of strength. Get ready for endless optimism and energy. It's infectious. Man, that is a hell yes, isn't it? Let's look at the wisdom from the how and when. Joyful, exciting news arrives like a fresh of sip, a sip of, wait, I can't read, a fresh sip of water, quenching your thirst for progress. An incredible turn of events overwhelms you with enthusiasm for the future. Be careful not to stare at the past. To do so turns your back on the future. A new stage in your life finds you in 3 to 6 months. What a great reading for you, Renata. I feel, as we have worked together just a little bit, I'm just getting to know your energy. I feel it because it's something that you can control by grabbing onto that training. It seems like a super smart idea, if you ask me. So, okay, Delilah is going to try the link again. And thank you very much. If you're new here tonight, welcome. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and we're all about using Oracle cards. And tonight we're using Oracle and Tarot and our delicious yes and no, when and how sticks that have become a real client favorite here during the lives. So if you'd like me to pull a stick for you, I am here to serve you in that way. And meanwhile, while I'm waiting, let's draw another card for the collective. What is the secret that Spirit has for you tonight? Hold in your mind, what is your biggest challenge right now? Because I don't know about you, but don't you, they say there's a saying that says that a sailor learns more about sailing on rough seas than on still water, right? So when you're in a challenge, that is when you can rest assured there's a secret lying within the challenge. Hi, Gayatri. Welcome. Absolutely. All you have to do is click the link and register for a drawing, and I'll draw a stick for you, okay? Let me just put this in here again. Click the link. Oh, yes. That's exactly what I was thinking, Renata. I have been feeling when I get these questions from people right now, I always say, Get a skill and become even better at it." And especially if it's a hobby, because there may be a side hustle that you could do and then have your revenue coming in from two different streams. But I would absolutely look into that. And I think you're going to feel really supported as you go forward. A really excellent response for you on that one. So, as you think of your issue, what's going on? What's bothering you? Let's take a look at what might be hiding in your current situation. Okay, so you know what? This card shows me that you're not seeing everything. There's some details that are out of sight. When I look at this figure, there's no legs, right? There's no legs. And so it's showing that a little bit of dreamy energy, a little bit of wishful thinking, but there's something missing in the bottom, right? There's no feet to walk on, there's no path to follow. So, in your situation, you may be frustrated. You may be wondering if spirit even knows you're alive. It's like, how do I know spirit is guiding me? How do I know? Well, coincidences, lucky signs, synchronicities. Today, when I was walking, I was creating a script. I do script preparation writing for people who want to manifest, but they just don't know how to write a future view of themselves. So I do that for my clients. And I was actually doing it for me because I tell stories into an app. I talk and write. And I was just talking about everything that I am facing right now. There's a certain situation. I made a mistake. I don't you hate it when you make mistakes? I do. And so I was kind of beating myself up about it. And I was talking as if I were my future self and what my future self would say to me about mistakes. And it was so soothing to just imagine that my future self has a viewpoint that I'm not seeing, and so that helped ground me. And I began to realize, yes, it seems like I made a mistake, but the reality is it's just an opportunity to look at things differently. Well, right after that, I found a penny and a feather, and both of those things are signs for me that spirit is there, even though I'm not sure. Okay, so what we're wanting to do here is we want to make smart decisions and we want to leverage our challenge. So let's take a peek here and draw some tarot cards for you. You're wanting something, you're trying to manifest, you're trying to have something show up, but it's not happening. And you just can't figure out what is the secret that you're missing and how come other people can get things more easily. And I am struggling. Okay, so if you're sensing that energy, this reading is for you. So, first we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, and we have the Star. Oh, this is so perfect. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. And then this card, the Five of Pentacles. So this does seem to be something around finances because our Pentacles cards are here. It's significant to me when the cards show up in sequence and the fact that we have the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Pentacles. And in the center, we have healing. So I see this all differently now because as I look at the setup, we have this figure who is holding her hands in the shape of a heart, and that your dreams, your spirit is really thirsty for something wonderful to happen. And you have been creating dreams and you want to live up to the dreams that you are that you're living through. Okay. And so you're being called to lay down some roots. Look at how her belt goes down the surface right into this star card, which is the card of healing. So something has been going on. Okay, no worries. I appreciate that your screen is freezing. That's what I wanted to know because it's many people try to use the link at the same time, and that's what can happen. So I'm sorry that you're experiencing that freezing. So let's just wait for a couple of minutes, Delilah, and then you can try again, okay, to register. This is what happened the other day, and I felt like the people that were able to log in, it was just a lucky sign that their reading was there, but watch this reading, Delilah, and take this in because there is healing. If you're watching and you're hearing my voice right now, you can go ahead and hit that little heart button over here on the side. Where is it? See that one right there. You can hit the heart and just join the energy. Create an intention to be in this reading right now as we open the truth here through the story of the cards. Now, you have been very careful with your finances. You've been like using every penny ever so wisely. You don't want to overspend. You don't want to cause yourself issues. But on the other hand, this Five of Pentacles energy is the energy of feeling sorry for yourself. I call it the PMS card for poor me syndrome. And when you're stuck feeling like everybody else has an easier time, you are suffering, when your mindset is all about how much hardship you're going through, that's when you're knowing that you need to have healing. Okay, so the star card is showing us that as we allow your experiences to incorporate healing, with my clients, I love to use tapping. Tapping is my solution. I also do reframing and helping people change the way they talk about their issues. Both of those are really good tools for healing. Meditation, yoga, anything where you can feed your spirit. There is a secret hidden in your circumstances. And for many people, when life has them down, they end up getting closer to spirit because they're desperate and they don't know how else to go forward. So your secret, my friend, is to rely on spirit like you never have before. An affirmation that helps me is this: even though I don't know how, I'm feeling spirit more than ever right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm leaning on spirit instead of my mind right now. Even though I don't know how, I am open and receptive to divine guidance right now. Okay. It's not easy to trust in spirit when things go tough because you can't see spirit. How spirit shows up to us is in coincidences. Even your being here on this reading tonight, hearing my words could be the exact sign that you've been needing to take. All right. So if you would like to have me pull cards for you, click the link on the screen, manifestfaster.com, and let me paste it in here for you. And if it spins or freezes or doesn't let you register, just go ahead, try it again. And meanwhile, we're going to go forward and just read for all of you. We have this sense within us of being connected. We are connected. We we all need to breathe to live, right? So even though there are people that may not agree with you or you feel like they're not respecting you, the truth is that all humans have at least one thing in common, and that is our need to breathe. We need to eat. We need to have water. So, at the very basic level, we are deeply connected. So, tonight, I'm just wanting to open our minds to what secrets are here in our difficulties. Okay, so let's pull a card. Okay. Hi, Koina. Welcome, Koina. And Delilah, don't give up. Go ahead and try one more time. So as you click the link, it will take you to my Hipsy. platform and you're able to register for your free reading over there. Okay, my friends? All right. So let's see here. Helpless and hopeless. So, you know what? Whenever I see this card, I have the overwhelming sense that somebody has been cut off. There's been a no contact put into place. This may be you. You have somebody has told you, please don't contact me. Okay. If this is you, go ahead and hit. Okay. What does the, okay. I'm so sorry that you're having trouble with that link tonight. I will definitely contact my service people. Let me check it myself. That's what I can do. Hold on just for a second. Sometimes it depends what part of the world you're in, whether what speed your internet is and all that. Mine is taking a little bit longer than normal, but it did open up. So yes, it's kind of like a slot machine. I hate to say that, but it kind of is. Where as you click the link, some people will freeze, other people will be able to click. So don't give up. You will be able to get through. In fact, you know what I did the other night? This worked so good. I just want to ask all of y'all to join me, and we're just going to ask Spirit, our spirit guides and angels, to clear the internet. Right now, there's a lot of electrical activity coming from the sun because of that comet that's going by, and we're having a lot of troubles. Okay. Oh, that's excellent. Thank you, Kana. Flawless. I wish things were flawless, but this worked yesterday when I tried it. We just asked the guides and the angels to clear the airwaves and make it possible for my friends to receive their free readings. Thank you so much, Spirit, for just coming into our live stream tonight and to create an opening so that people can easily receive their readings. Okay. So, let's don't give up. That's all I can say is don't give up. And meanwhile, let's look at the cards for where they are for the collective. So this reading is for somebody that is in. Oh, thank you, Renata. Thank you for speaking up. Renata copied the link and put it into a separate browser. It's another way that you can go about it. So thank you for sharing. And this reading is for somebody that you're in a no contact. Okay. Somebody has said to you, please don't contact me. This is very difficult, isn't it? And I do attract a lot of people who are put into no contact. And so you feel helpless and hopeless because you cannot reach out. They get mad if you reach out. They block you or ignore you. And so, what do you do? What is the secret? How can you solve this? You have two choices here. And one of them is to just walk away and release this person. And the other is don't give up and keep walking toward the person, right? But if they are not talking to you because they have cut you off, it's a very painful situation. Now, what I like about this card is our figure is looking to the light, right? The figure is looking straight ahead. There's no path that you can see ahead of him, but he's focused on the light, which is an excellent, excellent sign. So we have the Six of Swords. What else do we have for our friend who's been blocked out? Somebody has asked you, please don't contact me. You are in a no contact situation. You did not choose it, and you're just feeling helpless and hopeless. And when you saw that there was a secret that Spirit had for you, you jumped in and thought, I need a secret here. How can I solve this? And we have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, and let's get one more card. What does my friend need to know in this time where there's a no contact? And our third card. Ah, this is so difficult. This is really, I'm sensing for you. We have the Six of Swords and the Eight of Swords. The swords are the suit of how we think about a problem. So if you have been betrayed in your relationship, let's say that you were in love with this person and suddenly, out of the blue, they go elsewhere. Okay. So what they are not seeing, what you are not seeing, is that you have within you with this Queen of Pentacles energy, you are an ideal match for someone. Okay. And the gender doesn't matter here. But the Queen of Pentacles suggests a person with really sincere motives, not only sincere motives, but really deeply loving person who is able to make peace with the past and be clear and committed in a relationship. Look at that beautiful peacock. Now, what I'm thinking here is in this particular situation, you didn't let your true personality show, that the person that you were with, you were compromising yourself. You really felt that this person was your soulmate. You do not want to break up, but this person has chosen to block you. And that's confusing to you because you're like, I thought things were going along just fine. I thought there wasn't a problem here. And yet what you ended up with was a lot of pain. Okay. What you're ending up here is with a lot of pain. These swords are surrounding her. It's like she's in jail. She thought things were going well, but the truth is they were not. So, what Spirit is saying to you in the midst of this painful separation, that it's time to let go, that you are an ideal partner to someone, but this person who just cut you off is not that person. If they came back to you, they would need to come back to you completely changed. They would need to own the problems that were in the relationship because both of you guys had issues, and then you could start again. But what happened in the past is broken and it needs to be left. It just needs to be left. You can walk forward without this person. I know it feels difficult and my heart breaks for you, but there's a book that's written and I can't remember the author, but the book was called He's Just Not That Into You. Okay. If your partner was into you, you would know it completely. When relationships fall apart, it is for the greater good. You're being rescued. A great quotation says that rejection is divine protection. So, in this scenario where you're put into no contact and you don't want to be broken up, your secret is you can't fight fate. You must learn to release this and work on the kind of partner. Yes, exactly, Delilah. Perfect. Rejection is redirection because as you go forward, it's important that you are authentic. You can't keep shaping yourself and like a chameleon trying to make yourself fit with somebody who really isn't worthy of you. Okay. Take this medicine, release yourself from this person because it will serve you well to walk forward whole and healed. Okay. Use this time to heal. A couple of affirmations that can go forward to support this secret power of yours, that you are not defeated, you're not rejected, you're redirected. I love that, Delilah. And so, even though I don't know how, I'm learning a lesson from the divine right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm turning my life in a new direction now. Even though I don't know how, I am allowing myself freedom right now. You have what it takes to be a fantastic partner. The person that you have just broken up with is not that partner. Okay. Like I said, even if they come back to you in a different time, they will be a different human. They will have had to go through some changes in order for you to open your heart once more to this person. Okay. So let me add the link. Thank you so much. I thank you for people that are connecting with the link. You may have better luck cutting and pasting the link, taking it out of YouTube completely, and click the link in your browser. That may work much easier for you. Um, Again, I am blaming the sun and all of the electrical energy on the sun for the interference with these readings tonight. If for people that want to talk to me, and ask me a question, but we are still going to continue with the readings. What is the secret Spirit has for you? The secret to that you're looking for is hiding in your problem. Okay. So as you open your heart to receive spiritual guidance now, what I would love for you to do is to hold in your mind what it is that's troubling you right now. You could drop a comment into the chat, and you could mention, are you having difficulty with your career, with your relationships? And then that will help bring you into the energy of the reading. Okay, and we have mental issues. Okay, good. Let me just take a sip of water. When our mind is causing us stress, when we have obsessive thinking, where we just keep thinking thoughts that go in a loop in our mind, and we can have so much discouragement. That can be a difficult problem. Sometimes you do need to talk to a professional. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a social worker. I'm a storyteller, and I use the cards to encourage and inspire. So, Delilah, be sure to seek help for you with serious mental issues, but many times, just how we talk to ourselves, how we obsess on things can be very difficult. And you think, well, what kind of secret would help me when I'm going through this? Let's see what the cards have to say. Rest and reconsider. Okay, so one of the things I know, I have had anxiety issues my whole life. I'm 73 right now, and I use tools like tapping, meditation, and time with nature are my three main tools to balance my anxious energy. When I become anxious and I start fidgeting, or I can feel my foot tapping, or I feel pressure in my chest, those are times that I know I need to take a breath. And did you guys know there's a special way of breathing that can calm your energy? Okay, a special form of breathing, and it's super easy. All you do is exhale longer than you inhale. So if you take a breath, let's do it together. So we'll take a breath to the count of three. One, two, three. Hold just for a second and then exhale to five. One, two, three, four, five. At the end of the exhale, you'll kind of be really feel like you're emptying your lungs. This breathing pattern of taking a short inhale and a longer exhale will help you settle your nervous system. When our nervous system is dysregulated, it really makes our minds uncomfortable. So, Delilah, I strongly recommend that you take that to heart. There's a guy named Sandy. I think it's Breathe with Sandy. I'm just going to write this in here. Oh, great. There's people. Oh, wonderful. Yes, you are number three. So, I wish I knew how to say your name correctly. It's such a beautiful name. Ms. Flawless. I'm just going to call you Ms. Flawless. Um, did by copying it into the browser and then take it off of YouTube and use that link, it should get you into line. Okay. So, let me write this resource in here. Breathe with Sandy. It's a YouTube channel, Delilah, and it is just wonderful. He's such a good teacher of the breath. And honestly, when you learn to breathe more fully, our minds become more relaxed. Anyway, sidelight. So the card here, rest and reconsider. So rest is essential. It's why I use meditation. There's an app that I use that I love. It's by Henry Shookman, and it's a simple app called The Way. I strongly recommend. It's just, I love his voice so much. He gives 12 sessions away at no cost, so you can check it out. But meditation is helping me to get quiet enough to reconsider and to really decide, what is it I truly want? What is it? because if you're scattered mentally, it can put so much stress on you. Okay. So with this card, we are receiving from spirit a beautiful secret. The secret of peace lies in being able to rest. All right. Practice that breathing technique. That could be a real game changer for you. Okay, my friends? In the menu, on that when you go to my little shop over on Hipsy, there are 3 readings available tonight. One is our yes, no reading, where I draw the sticks for you. The second is a single card reading, and the third is a 3-card reading. It's like a little menu, cafe, Catherine's Cafe. So let's look at Kina Flawless. Let's see what is there you are. My relationship with my daughter's father. So we need to have a yes, no question. So let's see, my relationship. So I'll just ask you. So are you asking me if you um if you will have a relationship with your daughter's father? Is that what your question is? If there will be a relationship developing? Go ahead and put that in there and let me know. Is that it, that you're wondering if there will be a relationship developing? Okay, perfect. Excellent. Thank you so, so much. All right, let's draw the stick for you. Yes or no? What is it our dear Ms. Flawless needs to know? Will she be developing a relationship with her daughter's father? Okay, here's our stick, and let's see what it says. It's giving us a no. It's giving us a no. Let's read what the words are. The bird of happiness has prepared a delightful surprise for you. Down the road, there will be unexpected success. Oh, a flawless feeling of completion. Flawless and flawless? Are you kidding me? A flawless feeling of completion. You are gifted by fate and the tools you need to eventually find the effective self realization you need. Remember that hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So, the okay, what I'm seeing here is that you may be, again, with just the stick, I'm limited because I don't have cards, to support and tell a deeper story. But I think that what you're wanting here is not good enough for you. Okay. Now, right now at the top of my page, I see it says 1010. So do look up the spiritual meaning of 1010, Kana. Okay. Because I think there's a blessing there for you. But it seems to me flawless feeling of completion. So I feel like there may be a door closing here that I know that's hard for you to hear, but you have the right to be in a relationship with someone who treats you like a queen, period. And if your partner is not willing to treat you like a queen, that's something you need to consider. All right. It's so important that you don't compromise yourself or your daughter unless you're convicted and know for sure that this person is going to treat you right. All right. Let's flip the card over to the stick over to the how and when. So hold on for dear life. The bewitching pipe of good luck subdues the state of affairs, however, not for another 5 months. This gives you time to carefully evaluate the surroundings, fill yourself with great strength and energy, and get ready to achieve successful results. You can do it. Again, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to consider that this is not the only option. This may be confirming for you that you have been confused, because in a way it's hard when your child's father is at stake, but not to compromise your own well-being, just to create a family, because it's a very lonely place to be in a relationship with someone who doesn't treat you right. Does this resonate for you, Kina? I think the challenge for you is to, yes, okay. I think the challenge for you is to really trust the divine, lean in. And let's talk about a couple of affirmations that can help. Even though I don't know how, I'm leaning on the divine like never before right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm hearing clearly from the divine right now. Even though I don't know how, support is flooding into my life right now. I have a feeling that your family and friends will be completely supportive and they're waiting for you to realize that you deserve to be treated like the queen that you are. Okay, my friend. I really appreciate that you're here. I go live pretty much every day. Would love to have you come back and keep visiting because I'm Catherine again. All I'm after is to help people break self-defeating habits. And sometimes we can give away so much of our peace of mind just to be with someone. You're sure welcome, my friend. You are sure welcome. All right. Is there anyone else here who would like to have a reading? Again, all you need to do, and tonight every time I'm trying to add my menu to you all, there seems to be upheaval in the heavenlies with that comet that's going by is causing some issues. So all you need to do is take this link that I'm going to paste in here right now, cut and paste it, go outside of YouTube, pop it into your browser and you'll be added to the link. My apologies for how pokey the link is acting, but it's just what we've been dealing with. When that comet finally flies out of our little solar system, we will be having much better internet. I have no doubt about that. Okay, so while we're waiting, if somebody wants to order, Spirit is whispering and saying, I have a secret for you. If you've just tuned in right this minute, this is your card. What is it that is your biggest problem right now? Okay, what is it that's troubling you? What I have found in my lifetime, I'm a grandmother now. And so what I have discovered through my life is that often the deepest life lessons we have are coming to us through our problems. So what's your challenge right now? What's going on for you? You go ahead and you can tap into the chat if it's career or if it's love or if it's health. And I'm going to demonstrate a four-card reading here where I'm calling out, hi, sweets, welcome. I'm going to call out a card, an oracle card that will describe our secret. And hi, Travelo, welcome. Hi, Danish. What in order to have me pull you a card, you just need to click the link that is in the chat, or you can cut and paste it into a browser, and that's how you receive your free reading tonight. Okay. So if you want a free reading, all you do is click that link or copy and paste. That's all it takes to have me draw a stick for you. This is our yes, no sticks. And then right now, I'm demonstrating a reading for you guys about what Spirit would wants you to know right now. Because many times our greatest um, advancement comes when we have a problem. The secret is hidden in the challenge. I would love to travel. All you need to do is follow that link and register, and I'm happy to draw you a stick from my box of sticks, but only if you register, my friend. That's what it takes to get your reading. Okay, free, but you have to take that step. Okay, so right now, there's a well-deserved reward. Okay, so somebody watching me, you have a situation where you have been really working hard. Nine of Pentacles, yes. There's a part of your life that is successful. There's a part of your life that where you are rewarded here. But yet, even though you're so successful in one part of your life, you are still struggling not receiving what it is that you're wanting. Okay, so let's see, what does the tarot have to say? You do have a well-deserved reward on its way to you. Okay, we have the moon, we have the nine of pentacles. Let's get one more card. Anybody who would like to have a free reading, I would love to give you one. All you need to do is click that link that is in the chat, or even better, just cut and paste it and put it into your browser window, and it will register you for your free reading. This is an interesting setup here. Wow. So, what I'm seeing here, there's a person watching me. You're very confused right now because you may be extraordinarily successful in your career. And in your career, unquestioned success. You are easily able, you're recognized as being successful. Financially, you're doing okay. In fact, you are so strong that the people in your life might even say to you, I don't understand how strong you are. No matter what comes, you can handle it. This is very much kind of like if I'm speaking to a female right now, this is one of these readings where you come across, and this could be cross gender, okay? Um, what happens is that as far as the how people see you, they see you as very independent, that you can handle anything, and that includes love interests. That if you're single and you really want to attract someone and you're confused, the moon card is like, what else can I do? I've got this success going on in my life, but I cannot meet someone who is a good partner for me. Many times, your strength can be a liability. They say that a weakness is a strength pulled out of balance. So, your very independent nature has served you well in your lifetime in everything except love, right? Because love is something that you've struggled at. And so, this idea, what's the secret here? How can you change this energy? The first thing is to ask for help. Okay. Even if you don't need help, I'm thinking of an example here in the US. When you go to the grocery store, sometimes depending on the store, they can ask you, do you need help taking your groceries to the car? And you say, oh, no, that's okay. I can handle it. Or you might have somebody that wants to open the door for you to walk in, and you grab the door and say, oh, that's okay, I can handle it. You might have a flat tire in your car, and rather than ask for help, you just handle it. So as you start to open up to the possibility of asking other people to help you, you're going to create a beautiful balance, and people start to see you as vulnerable, and people want to see that softer side of you. So do a little bit of an audit and think in your own mind, how can I show more vulnerability? Here's another thing. Is it easy for you to receive compliments? Okay, this energy right here, Renata, I wonder if you can relate to this energy. um, because another thing that we do sometimes is that we don't accept compliments well, where we say somebody says, wow, that's fantastic. What a great outfit. And you go, oh, this old thing, right? Or they say, what a good job you did on this project. And you wince. Sometimes. Oh, I love that. Thank you, Renata. I let someone bring my bags to my car even yesterday. These small efforts to not be the strong one all the time will really enable you to march ahead towards what it is that you're wanting. Is it possible for you to be richly rewarded in relationships? Absolutely. You have already set a pattern of success. And Renata, I know for us, as we've talked together, when it comes to your friendships, you are well balanced. In your career, you are recognized for your skills. It has issues like anywhere, but the confusion about what can I do to bring that same successful energy to my relationships? Tapping is absolutely fantastic. Tapping works. Scripting is a powerful tool. I like to write from the perspective of your future self. So imagine your future self is already living in the relationship of your dreams. Imagine that. What I do with my clients is I create stories so that my clients can read about themselves in a future scenario. I use the work of Neville. I really love his teachings, and also Louise Hay, Wayne Dyer, these old teachers who taught us that what we think about expands. And so for you to be able to open yourself up and be more vulnerable, show your softer side is going to cause new energy to come in through your life. Okay. Sweets. Welcome. I see that you have signed up for reading. Thank you so much. I'm glad some now, did you cut and paste and go outside of YouTube, Sweets, or did you click right at the link? You can help me because I will be passing these messages to my admin people to help me figure out what works and what's not working here. Okay. So let's pull our cards aside and let me see your question. Hi, Tanya. With John for 14 years and apart and no contact. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is so you were here for that reading about the no contact, right? That we did. And so I'm glad, I think you were here for that. I'm glad you were because it is powerful. It's very difficult to be in a no contact. So 14 years to what an investment of your time and energy in this man. Hmm. Okay, let's ask spirit to guide us, guide my hand. May I pick the answer that is to Sweet's benefit for tonight? Okay, all right, let's take a look. Okay, so Sweets, we're getting a no on this. Okay, so let me read it and then I'll see what spirit it whispers to me about the situation. Interesting because it says no, but it says sweet victory. Mountains that stood in the way of your cherished goals are crumbling. Regardless, all resources must be used. The situation still requires perseverance and the unorthodox ability to stay ahead of problems. It's the foundation of any success. Read that again. So, sweets, I'm just going to read this again. Okay. No, sweet victory. Mountains that stood in the way of your cherished goals are crumbling. Regardless, all resources must be used. The situation still requires perseverance and the unorthodox ability to stay ahead of problems. It is the foundation for any success. Read that again. Okay, let's turn the card, or excuse me, turn the stick, and let's read the how and when, and then let me comment. Okay. A good time for rest and reflection. It lasts for as long as 9 to 12 months. Look at the situation from the outside. If you realistically assess your options and make a decision unexpected for everyone, you'll manage to stabilize the situation within 2 to 3 months in a sophisticated manner. So it does look like there is a love connection. Now, again, it's just this stick, right? And sweets, if you're so inclined, I would love to do a reading for you. There's a reading in the recorded readings, and it's about no contact, and it is a reading where I can read cards for you specifically and create a tapping script for you. So do take a look at the menu. It's if you can come into a reading like that, it would enable me to help you more deeply because I do believe that you can manifest a reconciliation. You not you specifically, but humans. Because if there has been something that's repairable, it's worth hanging in there. It's interesting that on this card you had a no and that sweet victory and to pick your priorities. So, what we know is that you are still in it to win it. You had 14 years invested with John. And so, if you were to create a game plan, where you could create a reconciliation, he would need, the love would need to be reignited. Do I think that's possible? I do. what I believe is that as you delve into this and really unpack what it is you're wanting, how you want to be treated, how you want to treat your partner, there's like a treasure chest of unknown here. Okay. So I would say it doesn't need to be me. I'm happy to help you. I worked over 20 years with breakup recovery. It's what I do. And do believe in some circumstances, love can be reborn. There's somebody in my family, somebody very dear to me, that divorced. And they were divorced for 3 years. At 10 years ago now, they reconciled, even though they were divorced for 3 years. So even in my own family, I saw a reconciliation. So, sweets, do check out that reading for no contact because I know it would help you. And I will send you a note also after the reading today because I would love to connect with you. Okay. This is so difficult. It's so tricky when you have another stubborn human and you're trying to create a reconciliation. It's much easier if you have an assistant, and I'm happy to step into that role for you. Keep me posted, would you, Tanya? Okay, moving forward, and we have, hi, Knox. You've been here before. Knox, I would love to pull a stick for you with a yes no question. All you need to do is register for a reading. You can either click this link, and if it works, great. But if it gives you, if it stalls, you know how it buffers and buffers, all you have to do is cut and paste that, or you can just go to your browser window and type in manifestfaster.com. Go to your browser window. Anybody who's listening to me, go to your browser window and type in manifestfaster.com, and I'm happy to pull a stick for you. Also, I'm noticing at the top of my screen, it says 1212. If you're a believer in the magic of numbers, go to Google and Google up the spiritual meaning of 1212 because I do believe there's an extra message for you. So while I'm waiting for other people to register for their free readings, I'm going to carry on. We are unearthing, we are opening our cards today to see what source is trying to whisper to you. What is the secret that you're missing out on right now? What is it? It's almost always buried in your problem. Okay, so sweets, as we open up this card, I hope it'll bring you some continued comfort because in this issue with the separation, there's a deep secret for you. And often it's just a reconnection with spirit in a way that is totally life changing. Okay, so let's take a look. And we have dedicated effort. In a way, when I look at this, I do see reconciliation on this card. So perhaps there's somebody else who's watching right now who deeply wants a reconciliation, that you don't want to give up on the love that you once experienced. As we look at this dedicated effort, this figure is working on something. He's working on restoring this this painting. He's got his brushes and his paints. He's on the scaffolding. And look at how the light is just flooding in. So, again, this suggests to me that somebody watching me right now is really desiring a reconciliation. However, they don't know what to do. I'm going to draw three cards for clarity. I do have this reading available to you where you could have four cards that are pulled for your personal connection live here. It's in the menu when you go to manifestfaster.com. So please do click that link and you could receive your reading. So what's going on with this one? There's a dedicated effort. So I'm feeling this sense in my chest. I just feel this desire to repair something. Again, this could be because I'm still picking up on your energy, sweets, but there is this desire for reconciliation. This is an example of the kind of reading that I do privately for my clients. And so I just want to demonstrate it for you so that if you want to have a private reading, you can come to me at a later time. Okay. Some people speak to me live because I am available live every day where you can click the button and I answer my phone. Or else you can order a pre-recorded reading where I draw the cards for you, create a tapping session for you so you can doctor yourself, okay? Providing that remedy. Okay, so somebody wants a reconciliation. Is it you? If it is, just tap the 100 here. If it's you wanting that reconciliation, go ahead and join the energy so that you are connected to these cards. Okay, so we have the Lover's card. Yeah, the Lover's card. Look at that. The knight in shining armor lifting up this woman. So, yes, there is somebody here who really wants to manifest a reconciliation. Let's see what else we have. My heart goes out to you. It's so painful when you can't be with someone that you love. And here we have the Page of Swords. Okay, let's see if we have one more card. So often, the secret that we're looking for is hidden in our challenge. And when you're in no contact or you've suffered a breakup that you did not want, it can be so very difficult. Okay. So what we know for sure is that it takes dedicated effort on both sides. There takes dedicated effort on both parties if there is a couple that's under a lot of stress. Okay. And then this third figure to me suggests the divine. Whereas you come humbly asking for light, asking for help, if it is fated that you guys should be reconciled, I believe it's possible. Sometimes we have deception where we think it's good for us and it's not. This is a time where it's super smart to listen to your family. You know, if your family has been just worried for you, they think that you're not being treated well, your family does not believe this is a situation you should consider, please listen. These people love you. But on the other hand, if your friends and family are right with you and they are believing with you, look, y'all had some difficulty and there was a misunderstanding that ripped you guys apart. If you both put in that dedicated effort, you very possibly could bring this back together. Their lover's card is here. So the lover's card is a card that shows us that a decision needs to be made. Okay. This page of swords, the page of swords is a student. Okay. The swords are the suit of your thoughts. And maybe as you learn through this situation, what is your part? What have you contributed to the falling apart of this relationship? How have you managed your disappointments? Has there been blaming? Has there been fighting and saying cruel things to one another? If that's happening, it can totally interrupt the flow of your relationship. And there's a wonderful YouTube channel that I really love. The guy's got such a great sense of humor, and he really helps gently to teach people how they can relate to one another. He's just fabulous, and I'm absolutely thrilled to recommend him for you. Oopsie, it would help if I spelled correctly. And it's Jimmy on relationships. He's brilliant. If you're in this place where you've just been torn apart and you want to restore it, check out Jimmy on relationships. He's got a ton of short videos and long form that will really give you some guidance. This Three of Wands shows that there is hope here. With the lovers and the Three of Wands and the dedicated effort, It shows me clearly. And sweets, if you're still here, this very likely could be the energy that's around. So therapy is awesome for times like this. Going to a counselor and taking responsibility. Look, I messed up. I know I did. I'm kind of a dick and I'm not easy to get along with. I know that I have not been the best person I could be. And if both of you pull in and allow that you're ready to change, you're ready to shift, you may find yourself in a miracle story, just like my family member, divorced for 3 years, and now they're back together, celebrating 10 years of new life, right? So restoration is possible. And so these cards are very positive. So I'm hoping that you feel encouraged and inspired. Affirmations that can work if this is you is this: even though I don't know how, my heart is open to what I need to do right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling the path beneath my feet right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm relying on divine guidance to help me right now. Okay. If you need more, I'm here for you. I have several recorded readings, all kinds of different price points. I do include tapping with all of my readings, although I do have a little reading from the fairies. It's $9.99. And that one is just a quick little fairy reading for fun for those of us who like the fairies. Okay. But I have lots of different readings. You are welcome to take a peek at my menu. It would be my great honor and pleasure to serve as your tarot reader. Okay, moving forward. All right, there's nobody in line right now. If somebody would like to have a personal reading, let me introduce myself. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot, and I'm all about helping myself and others get over the negative patterns that hold us away from the things that we're wanting. Let's move forward now into another reading just from the oracle. I do offer a one card reading. It's 4.99, I think is what it is. And so this would be an example. So what is the secret that you're looking for? What is the problem that you're facing? What is it right now that's bringing you a headache? What situation in your life is most troublesome? Because the reality is there's a secret in it. There is. And let's see what the card, oops, this one delivered itself to us. Thank you. And oh, I love this card. This is one of my favorites. This is the reason I got this deck for my collection, because the art in this card speaks volumes. Okay, so there's something going on in your situation, right, with your problem that you're facing right now, where you have had to turn your back on something. Okay, this could be a career, it could be friendships. You could be pulling away from a toxic relationship. You might have a friend that you've loved for years, but they're just not acting right. And they take advantage of you. And you thought this would last forever. You could never think that things would have fallen apart. But look at how this figure is turned his back, his head is down. There's so much discouragement here. This could be an employment situation where the place that you're working, you thought you'd be there for a long time, but some toxic things have happened and you need to turn away. The secret here is there's an opportunity waiting for you. Okay, my friend? You may not see it. You may not feel it at the moment, but the reality is, anytime you are in a place of suffering, of disappointment, rejection, there's always an opportunity hiding within it. And for this reading, I'm seeing this orb as an egg. I'm seeing it as an egg. And the egg is what's the word? Its destiny is to hatch. Okay, its destiny is to hatch and become something else. Just like a caterpillar is designed to form the cocoon and then come out as something else. You cannot stay in the egg forever. You cannot stay in the cocoon forever. That's not what your destiny is, my friend. And as much as it pains you to turn away from what you thought was right, you are looking at an unbelievable opportunity. It's there for you. You may not see it right now, but it will show itself at the right time. I'm aware of this moon that is in the crescent. We're having a new moon tomorrow. So I think when you see that crescent moon in the sky, I want you to pay attention to it. I want you to watch that crescent go from a sliver all the way through until it becomes close to full. I believe in this next 28 days, Spirit is going to reach to you in such a crystal clear way and open the door so that you can see the freedom that you're walking into. Your secret is there is healing for you, but it's hiding within your situation. Okay, my friend? Opportunity beckons. Affirmation you might think about is up until now. Up until now is another magical phrase that I use in my affirmations because it kind of announces to spirit that I'm ready for some kind of shift. Up until now, I never thought this would end, but today I see good can come out of it. Up until now, I never pictured that this would end. But starting today, I choose to believe Spirit is in this with me. Up until now, I could not imagine a life without this situation. But starting today, I am open to receive where Spirit is leading me. Got it? Again, if you want more, I'm happy. I love to read cards. I on my new channel on Hipsy, you can check out the menu. I go live on there, so I speak to my clients live or by text. And I also have a nice menu of individual readings that I can record for you, so that when I draw the cards, you'll be able to review that reading over and over again. Okay, moving forward, see if I have anybody in line. No, so I'm just going to forge ahead. What is it that is your secret? If you're in resonance with these readings, hit that thumbs up. It helps me so much. Jump in and subscribe so that you're here when I come back. I have so much love and affection for you guys. You mean the world to me in helping my world grow. So as these readings resonate, tap that thumbs up and join me in energy. Okay, it's your turn. You're scrolling through the videos tonight trying to find a channel to watch, and you picked mine. So thank you for coming. I'm glad you're here. Now, what's your secret? Your secret is hiding. Hey, Maureen, my dear friend, I would love to pull a stick for you, Maureen. And people are having a little trouble with my link tonight. So you can be my beta tester. Go ahead and click that link. And if it doesn't work, just cut and paste it and leave YouTube and use your browser window. I would love to pull a stick for you, Maureen. So this particular card, hold your problem. What's bugging you? Who is bothering you? What situation seems stuck? Believe it or not, there's a secret in that problem. Let's see what we have here. Move. Okay, what that's an interesting a command, right? Move. Okay, so something's going on here. There's a lot of energy. These hands are kind of tied together. Okay, what is this? Little bit of upheaval, something separating. Yeah, so I'm feeling like this is, oh, okay. So what I'm sensing with this card is a necessary separation. Ah, so what I'm feeling is this is somebody who's listening to me right now. You may be an adult with a child who's going off to school, or you might be one of your children could be getting married. In fact, that might be exactly what this is about. Okay. There's a move that's coming that is necessary and filled with love. This is not a heartbreaking, like a no contact situation. I'm going to draw the tarot for this because I feel so tender in my heart right now. As somebody, there's a necessary move. It's going to happen. There's love involved. There is definitely love involved here, but it's something that you need to see your loved one in a different state. They may move, or I'm sensing that this could be a marriage. Oh, great. Okay, thank you, Maureen. Thank you for popping in. You're going to be next. There could be this separation that's going to happen because a person is moving. They're moving to a new state. They're moving because they're getting married. That's what I'm feeling, that this is for the parent of a bride or groom, and it's just difficult. Hi, Chetri. Absolutely. If you want to ask me something, all you need to do is to click the link, and that is what it brings you to the free reading, the free advice. Okay, let me just pop that in there again for you. There's two ways to use the link. You can either click right there, or if it doesn't open up quickly, you can use your browser window. Anyway, so this reading's for someone. Like I said, there's somebody who's getting married or going to school. There's a separation that's going to happen. See how the hand is releasing the other hand, and yet there's so much love here. Okay, great. So thank you, Maureen. That did you order your live reading? See the link in the description. Exactly. Okay. So back to the drawing board here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles shows a person who's growing their crop, right? They're looking at the tree, and all of the fruit is growing on the tree, and they have their basket. And so the energy here is that this is ripe. It's time. It's time for this person to leave the nest. I'm sensing a marriage here for some reason, or somebody going off to college where there's nothing you can do about it, that it's grown to be at this level. This person was never yours to keep forever, right? When we have my children are adults right now, and both are involved in their relationships, they're building families, they're out there, and I needed to release them to their own life. Okay, and here we have the Three of Cups. Beautiful. So your person that you love so much, they're forming their own group. This Three of Cups is just that sense of companionship that does include you. Okay, no offense, but when they're moving on and they're finding their own life, they are absolutely in the heart of the divine. So what is spirit trying to whisper to you? Yeah, this is definitely, this is again, this is a family card. Often this is pictured as a wedding. So I do feel there's somebody who's watching me right now. You may know somebody. And if you do, tell them to come and watch these readings, because this is an excellent time. This is something you want to have for your child. You want to have for your family member, that as they go off to school or as they get married, that they're walking into a beautiful future. You have given them that anchor in their soul of being loved. You loved them so well and so completely. And probably one of the biggest challenges for you is to release them with open hands. You want to be a wonderful mother in law. You want to be a wonderful father in law. You don't want to have an energy of control or feeling like they're not old enough or they don't know what they're doing. No, this card is calling you to realize you did everything you could to raise a good person. As you release them to their highest good and trust that the people that spirit brings to them will love them, and they will help them, and they will want for them the very best, just like you did. And that this connection, these connections, I have goosebumps all over, as you allow your person to form their own family with the trust that you did all you could do to prepare them. You are creating such a beautiful future for your person. As they move away from you, understand the secret to the success of this is to allow it, to trust your family in divine hands. Affirmation that could work for you here would be this: even though I don't know how, I release my person to the hands of the divine right now. Even though I don't know how, I allow myself to release my person into their future right now. Even though I don't know how, I allow myself to feel sad if I need to right now. Even though I don't know how, I am forming new connections with my person right now. This is such a beautiful reading. I just hope that this is resonant with someone who's going through this exact scenario. It just felt so concrete to me. I just send you nothing but blessings and love. It's tricky when your kids get married because sometimes you might look at their potential mate and you're thinking, well, I don't think that person's good enough for my child. But you have to realize that if your child picked that person, there's a good reason that they did. Hi, Lena. Welcome, Lena Antonino. It's a beautiful name. So, if you would like to pop in and ask a question tonight, all you have to do is click this link or go over to your browser window and click manifestfaster.com. And those of you who are regulars, if you make a bookmark of my hip seat page, then all you have to do is click your own bookmark and you can go immediately for your free reading. Okay. So, my dear Maureen, let's see what we have for you. Thank you so much for participating tonight. I always, okay, so this is for a yes no question, though. So, we need to have a yes no question. So, let me just, because I know your situation, let me just see if I can intuit a yes no question that feels right for you. And you can tell me in the chat. So, okay, here's one. Okay, hang on, I'm formulating it. Oh, is there something coming toward me that will distract me from my situation? You know what I'm talking about, right, Maureen? Is there something coming toward me that will distract me from the troubling situation that I'm dealing with? How does that sound? Is that a good question for you? Go ahead, and we're on a tiny bit of a delay. Oh, good. I love that. Sometimes my intuition can help us when we're just kind of stuck. And I know that you've had some good advice. I'm hoping you're following from your other times you're visiting me. But now, Spirit, what do we? Hi, Rianne. Rianne Turnip. That what an interesting name. Welcome, my friend. Okay, anybody who would like me to pull a stick from the wait, where is it? The yes or no deck. I mean, it's not a deck, it's a box of sticks. All you have to do is fill out the form on my site, and I'd be happy to read for you. So, Marie, is there something coming that will be a good distraction, a positive spurt of life and energy for Maureen? Okay, I like that, Maureen. Let's see. Okay, Maureen, let's see what it is. Yes. Ooh. Ooh, I like this one. Listen to this. Watch out. The sun of luck illuminates your path, helping you recognize phenomenal opportunities when you see them. But don't forget to enjoy the fullness of life while boldly starting those ambitious plans. I had this feeling for you, Maureen, as I looked at this question tonight, that you've been so, what do you call, like underwater? You've been so um, pulled down by a particular situation that you're going through. And it makes sense to me that spirit's been sneaking up, like quietly sneaking up like a cat, bringing you something that's going to be a real treat. And you'll recognize when this opportunity, something fun, uplifting, a surprise, it could be a gift, it could be somebody might offer you a trip, no kidding. But when this happens, I have a feeling you're going to remember this reading and think, holy smokes, it actually happened. Let's see. Now, this is our when and how. This is wonderful news. Okay, it's 5 to 6 months later. So this is again, this is the idea of having the view of your future self, Maureen, that your future self is reaching back and encouraging you because your future self is already living with your situation resolved. Okay, it's 5 or 6 months later. You find yourself at the happy crossroads of fate. You adjust your plans and transform your life, making it as bright yet unpredictable as possible. These changes enter smoothly. removing all obstacles and bringing clarity to unresolved issues. Wow. So I'm wanting to inspire you. What did you love to do when you were a child? What did you love to do when you were like 7 or 8 years old? And what did you love to do when you were like 14 or 15 years old? If there was a musical instrument you played, if there was a particular game that you played, did you spend time outdoors? What was it? Do an audit and investigate what brought you peace and contentment in your life before all this mess happened. And let that be like the bait, like you're fishing, right? So you're going to put bait out for spirit to meet you halfway there because you have been so focused on the problems and not the you weren't supposed to try to solve them, but there's something else. I believe with all my heart, Maureen, that spirit is just creeping in like a cat. Like I said, do you have a cat? Maybe it's getting a new pet, but there's something that's going to be fully engaging and bring you sweet relief and comfort that you didn't know was possible for you. I just feel so positive about this energy, Maureen. My goodness. Affirmation that you could use, and this is again if you were speaking toward the your future, listening to your future self speak about you, okay, you might say something like this: I am so happy and thankful now that I have this wonderful new thing that's distracting me. I am so happy and thankful now that I'm fully engaged with something so pleasant. I am so happy and relieved now that Spirit has shown me something I wasn't seeing before. I'm so happy and relieved that this current situation is now lifted from my life, right? I love to write material that comes from future self. It's what I do in my work. I help people formulate views of your things, of your life from the most positive possible outcome. You are welcome, Maureen. Making things with your hands. Ah, two tiny blue parakeets. What are their names, Maureen? So, what did you make with your hands? And then, when is the last time you did it? For me personally, I'll bring pictures. Oh, I don't, how do I show pictures on here? I have to figure out a way. But last year, I started to crochet, and I hadn't crocheted in years, and I crocheted sunflower pillows for my porch and I just kind of made them up as I went along. And then at Christmas, I crocheted pillows that look like peppermint candies. They're darling and adorable. And I also created a Santa. I'm going to share this with you guys because the Santa I kind of made up as I went along, following some YouTube videos for help. And I was so shocked when somebody wrote a note, put a comment and said, could you please do a tutorial on how you created that Santa? Guess what? I couldn't create a tutorial because I don't even know how I did it. I just honestly made it up as I went along. But now I'm making dog sweaters because it's so easy to crochet dog sweaters. And so I'm telling you, Maureen, there's something around that for you. Okay. So do take advantage of your past contentment. Do some research. What did you love to do? Okay, perfect. This is so fun. I'm having so much fun. Oh, somebody's here. Okay, so Maureen is finished. So if you're just visiting me right now, it's first time here. Hey, I'm Catherine. Welcome to this live reading tonight. I want to open up the gateway. I want you to feel that spirit has a secret for you. And the surprising, shocking news is that the secret is hidden in your problem. Okay. Your secret is often hidden in your problem. So if you want to have a reading, hi Denise, welcome, welcome. If you do want to have a reading, you just need to register. Let me put the link in here and you can register for a free yes no reading, or you can order a reading where I read one card or I add 3 cards. So I have a 1 card reading available, a 3 card reading, which is a bonus of a 4 card reading, and then also just reading for the collective. So right now, I'm going to carry on. I need some water. I'm on a roll tonight. I feel like it's only been 1 hour and it's already 108 minutes. Holy moly. Mm. Oh, that tastes good. Okay. The name of your babies are Gray Cloud and Baby Blue. Ah, I have a display of jewelry I am looking for in my storage. I plan to expand your jewelry collection. Yes, and maybe going to like flea markets. And I know there was a flea market in San Diego that I went to over at the sports arena, which is called something else right now. And when I lived in Mexico, oh my gosh, you guys, the beautiful secondhand shops and the festivals and the street markets in Mexico were so fun to just, you know what? Somebody did something so cool. They took costume jewelry, and then they just attached it to a hat, and the hat was just bejeweled with all this beautiful costume jewelry. So remember, creativity is a cure all. When we're creating, we are at the we're joined with the creator, right? When you're creating, you are a creator, and it brings you into the same energy of the divine. So excellent plan, Maureen. Okay, going forward here, I just need to slow down. I can hear myself talking fast. We're going to draw a card now. So, in order to find out your secret, hold in your mind the problem that's disturbing you. Maureen would tell you that since we don't know each other, but she so comes to my channel so frequently, and the spirit's so faithful in the card readings, isn't it, Maureen? That every single time we come together, we do feel that the divine is watching out for us. The best soulmate we could have is the divine. So Denise, be sure to click that link right there. Okay, let me put it in again for anybody that's new. Super easy to register for a reading, and I'm delighted to pull cards for you. Okay, well, I love your energy too, my dear Maureen, because you're in California, I think you said, and I spent almost like 17 years in California. I loved it. Okay, so let's move forward. What is it that is bothering you? What problem? So with you, Denise, with just coming out of hospital, and God love you. I just wish you just the best experience with your healing. In 2007, I went through a pretty tough health challenge. I wasn't sure if I'd still be here in 2025. And so, believe me, the body is a healing machine, and we need to trust that all will be well. But whatever your problem is, there's a secret hiding in it. Spirit never gives challenges that don't have a way out. And often the secret we learn in a challenge changes us forever. Oh, and we have challenging times. Challenging times. I'm just going to grab my tarot so I can give you an example of what a longer reading looks like, what it feels like. So, if you're going through challenging times right now, you're in the right place at the right time. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up, join the circle of energy. Let's draw our tarot and see what is the secret hiding in this challenging time. Okay, this is our first card, the Magician. Beautiful. I love one of my favorite cards. Talk about all things are possible. This is an all things are possible card. Magic. I will tell you that after going through my own personal health challenge, my intuition developed so quickly through that time. My back was against the wall. It was so uncomfortable to go through the various treatments and to try to get myself back into the game. I learned so much about myself. I learned tons about spirit and also about the people that come into our lives when we're going through a tough time. Page of Wands. Okay, so this is echoing the theme of tonight, which is there is magic in the challenging time. And even though we would rather not be challenged a lot, be like, I'd rather not have challenges. Well, guess what? As a citizen of the planet, there are challenges. Even tonight, people are challenged to get their free reading because my link is not being cooperative. And so I need to just deal with the challenge, which I'm doing by just continuing to read in spite of what's going on in the heavenlies. We do have a lot of flare ups with the sun right now. And that's causing a lot of difficulty with all kinds of electronics, not just YouTube. So I do this card. I nicknamed this card the Drama Queen card because the reason I call it that is because many times we cause our own drama, don't we? We think thoughts of despair. Nothing ever works out for me. What's going to happen next? I have no one to trust. I don't know where to turn. And all of these thoughts can cause us to be up at night, right? We tend to lose sleep when we're worried. And so the point is, she's in her bed, right? Her pillow is waiting for her to just relax. Personally, I use meditation to help me mind my mind. My mind is like a wild animal, and once it goes running off on a chase, it goes everywhere. It thinks of every worst case scenario. Well, what if that happens? What if that? And how can you sleep with a mind that's running amok like that, right? Meditation is one of the tools that has deeply helped me. Now I have to peek at this card in the light to see. Okay, so here we have owl. I thought that's what it was. There's an owl here. The owl is the sign of wisdom, right? But the owl is so tiny with all of these menacing thoughts. So, what does this say? When we're in a challenging time, it's challenging enough as it is. If you're going through a health challenge, just going through a health challenge is very challenging. Duh. But honestly, it's not your challenge that's bothering you, it's how you're thinking about it. This page of wands, the wands are all about learning, the opportunity to learn. The page serves the king. Is that true? Yes. The page serves the king. The page it watches the king and learns how to be a leader. Interestingly, look at that. The page's back is turned to the drama. This is a choice. You make the choice. Even though this is really bothering me, I choose to turn my back on my thoughts because my thoughts are not my friend right now. They're keeping me up at night. And what is the page looking at? The magician. The magician is the secret. Within you, you have everything you need to solve whatever issue you have, mainly because you are the owner of your own mind. You are the owner. Nobody else can jump into your thoughts and make you think a certain way, right? I love this card, the art here. Look at that circle around this mind. This shield is covering the heart, right? The shield is covering the heart. And then this mindset, this figure, notice the light behind. This figure says, I don't care what I'm going through. I'm going to mind my mind. I'm going to shepherd my thoughts. I'm going to nurture thoughts of healing. I will not allow myself to entertain the worst case scenario. Now, personally, I use tapping. I also write scripts for myself from the viewpoint of my future self. My future self is already healed. My future self is already using the magic to lift myself through my situation into a different level of life. In my situation, I don't want to get over personal, but there was a surgery involved and it took me down in a big way. And it took me nearly a year to recover. And during that year, I had to really watch, guard against the thoughts of defeat and fear. And I can remember one night, you guys, I was laying in bed and I was trying so hard not to give up. And I know gratitude works. It's something I've used for years. And I remember going through my body and thanking my body for being true to me, like my heart. Thank you for beating constantly. Thank you that I'm not in charge of my heartbeat. Otherwise, I would be so spacey, I would forget to turn it on, and I was grateful for my body. I got to be grateful for my big toe. I'm not even kidding. I was laying in bed. I was awake. I couldn't sleep. But instead of worrying, I chose to do gratitudes. And I can remember saying to my big toe, thank you so much for serving me. Thank you for helping me keep balance. Thank you. And my mind just created a list of thank yous. So as you use the magic that's given to you, your divine imagination, your spirit strength, the skills you can learn with affirmations, meditation, and trusting the divine. We don't know what the end game is. We don't know how long we're going to be on the planet. But what we do know is that we can always choose what it is we're thinking about. Okay. I got myself through a very tough health challenge. I feel like I'm very lucky, the luckiest girl alive, because I had a second chance. You guys know about golf. I was a golf teacher for a few years. Love that. But in golf, you get a thing called a mulligan. A mulligan is a do over. And I feel like I got a divine do-over through my health challenge. And so if this is you and you're going through this right now, you do need to learn a new way of looking at your situation. Turn your back on the negative thinking. Turn your face towards what is possible. Okay. There are so many books. One of my favorites is called Thank and Grow Rich. It's a wonderful book and it has experiments for you to experiment with the power of gratitude, thank, and grow rich. And if you get that book and you look at page 92, my story is in that book. This lady, Pam Grout, who wrote the book, she wrote another book called E Squared. And when I read it, it changed my life so radically that I wrote to her and thanked her. She interviewed me because of my experience and she put my story in her book. Lucky when again, I'm a very lucky girl. And ever since then, I've had so many people reach out from all over the world who want to learn how to manifest with gratitude. So I am here for you. You can find out more about me at manifestfaster.com. And I would love to serve you and help you get through whatever challenge you're going through. Okay, my friends, the magician is here for you. We are all magicians. Why? Because we can make a choice to change our reaction to things. Some affirmations that can help you might be, even though I don't know how, I'm feeling a little more hopeful right now. Even though I don't know how, Spirit is guiding me daily right now. That's such a powerful one. Even though I don't know how, Spirit is drawing me forward to my best self right now. Even though I don't know how, I will not give up right now. All of these can help you build a bridge to a brighter future. Okay, anybody here that's brand new, welcome. I'm Catherine, Pattern Breaker Tarot. And if you would like to have me pull a card for you, all you have to do is click the link in the stream and it will add you to my list, and I'd be happy to pull a card. And I think I have a little bit more energy here. My phone is, oh, my phone's almost out of use. I'm going to do one more reading for us before we close tonight. Give you a chance to register if you'd like me to pull one of my yes no sticks. They've been as fun tonight as they've been in other readings. I love this little kit with the sticks inside of it. Thank you guys who have been here to participate. I appreciate you. So let's take one more scenario. What is your secret? What does spirit want for you to know before you leave me tonight? Hold your problem in your mind because the secret is that there's a blessing in every challenge. It's such a simple secret. There's a blessing in every challenge. Okay. So, oh, I love this card. I am so grateful that this card came for us tonight. It's perfect for our last card. Okay. Hi, Denise. Hi to you too. The only way I can give you a personal reading here is for you to go over, follow the link that I just placed there. And if it's no cost to you, all you need to do is register on the link, and I'm happy to read for you. Okay. But meanwhile, If you're watching and you are part of this collective, you want to believe that there's a blessing. You're going through something. It could be a job situation, it could be a family issue, it could be that somebody just told you there's no contact here. I don't want to see you anymore. Whatever your issue is, believe me, you are not alone. There's not a human on the planet that hasn't gone through plenty of trials and tribulations. But if you're a believer like I am, that I am a spiritual being having a human experience, that means that I have access to spirit all the time. So in this card, the listen card, I love her eyes, don't you? Look at how gorgeous this figure is. Her hair is just flying. The wind is blowing. She's just so calm. She is centered in light. And look at these circles. She is broadcasting to you, my friend. There is no accident that you're listening to me right now. She is broadcasting wisdom, is coming right out of her eyes. Spirit, hold on. Excuse me. I need to drink water. I believe that spirit is whispering to you, don't you dare give up. Listen. Listen. There is wisdom and love coming from all directions right now. You may walk by somebody on the street and they are so kind to you. They may say something that makes you feel hopeful and alive. Okay. Now, if that's true for you, my phone is just about out of juice, you guys. Keep your ears open, even during this little bit of a reading right now. Listen so carefully because Spirit loves you more than you can understand. Spirit sees exactly where you are and knows the pressure that you're under. So let's draw our tarot and see what is Spirit wanting you to know. Spirit knows you're challenged. Spirit sees your determination and Spirit is proud of you. This is one of my favorite cards. Okay, our tarot, we have Page of Pentacles. Look at the peacock. Beautiful, isn't it? So we have Page of Pentacles and we have Four of Swords. Fabulous. This is wonderful. Okay. And let's see what our final card is. I'm just pulling this one. And we have the Six of Pentacles. So it does seem right now that there is something going on around money for you. Okay. There may be an issue where you've really been seeking the divine. You've been asking for help. You've been saying, look, I'll do what I need to do, but I need an answer and I need it right now. And so Spirit is here saying, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. It's so important that you take the time that you have right now and rest. Now, it make no sense to you. You may be a person who's already over committed and you're working so hard to make everything right. However, in order to receive, you need to stop and pause now and then. It doesn't do any good to work yourself to the bone because then there's no room for receiving. As we look at this card, we're seeing that he's laying down his swords. And you may feel like you've been in a sword fight, like sparring with life because everything's been so difficult. But there's something magical going on here because the Page of Pentacles, look at the size of that pentacle that he's carrying, right? And he is got that spirit of the humble spirit of teach me what I need to know. Teach me what I need to know. The pages are all about being able to be open, to be educated. Okay. There is a great book out right now. It is fabulous. It's changed. One of my clients recommended it to me. And you guys, it is fabulous. Let me write it down. It's called The Art of Spending. Okay. And the guy's name is Morgan, but I don't remember his last name. I'm sorry to say. But this book is a game changer. Okay. So if you can get the book, get it. But the author of the book, Morgan, wish I remembered the last name. But he's been interviewed on lots of different podcasts right now, and he's so smart about how money can be leveraged and how we can become artful in our spending. So let this page of pentacles call you to connect with that book, would you? It will make a difference. Rest. Meditation is hugely important. It's changing my life. I use an app that's called The Way. It is by Henry Schuckman. He's wonderful. You can find it in the App Store. He gives you 12 sessions for free, so you can check it out. It's really helpful to listen, to quiet your human personality and listen. And here we have the Six of Pentacles. Look at this is what the divine wants for you to experience. First of all, generosity, that you're aware when people gift you things that you don't have to spend your own money for. I call it invisible money. For now, right, I charge money to do my readings. So right now, you can say, gosh, this reading is worth $100. I'm claiming $100 of value on this reading. That's like invisible money. Okay, you don't have to spend. And when you read The Art of Spending and you think back to this reading and say, I'm so glad I met Catherine that one night in November. Because ever since I read that book, now I'm the one being generous. Pam Grout, who's the one that wrote Think and Grow Rich, her definition of wealth is the ease and freedom to be generous. That means if you have $1 and you give 50 cents to someone, you're wealthy. Okay. As you are generous, the universe is generous to you. Listen, learn. Right now, when it comes time for you to understand and find balance with money, it's very important that you open your ears, listen to guidance, and make some concrete choices and make some changes. Okay, my friends? Beautiful message. The secret that universe is always wanting for you is in the heart of the problem that's facing you. This is a powerful truth. Now, as I go off tonight, I will be available for private readings through the Manifest Faster um, app, and I'm going to be there for probably about 30 minutes. So if you're so inclined, you want to talk to me on the phone, I pick up and answer the phone and you and I can have a meeting tonight. Okay. So manifest faster. Give me 5 minutes to run to the loo. And then I'm turning on my channel over there, and I'm happy to do an instant reading for you if you're so inclined. So, an affirmation that would be helpful here. Even though I don't know how, I'm feeling so much more confident about money right now. Even though I don't know how, my ears are open and I'm receiving divine guidance right now. Even though I don't know how, I am open and receptive to what Spirit has for me right now. Speak to yourself as if you were your future self. It will change your life. Thank you guys so much for being here. It was very fun. I'm glad we got to share in these secrets from Spirit, and I will be back tomorrow. So thank you for subscribing so you'll be notified when I come back live. And check me out at manifestfaster.com. See how I can help you more deeply. Go forth and prosper, my dear friends. I'm going to take off and I'll be dreaming sweet dreams of all of us prospering tonight. Join me. Bye now.